Testing, testing, one, two, three, testing. It is a little delayed. Does the input need to be different? No, it's lighting up. Stop. You can hear it? Testing, testing, two, three, testing. Okay, nice. And it's delayed, but it's matched up with the film, right? Okay. Welcome to the 2025 SARC Divisional Semifinal. It's Division II, Kennesaw State University against UNC Charlotte. It looks like Kennesaw will be kicking off to start the game. When the kick goes 10 off the leg, and UNC Charlotte will take possession. UNC Charlotte looking to get something going with a knock ball forward. That'll be advantage to Kennesaw State. And number 7's going to carry hard down the sideline. And it looks like she's in for the try. So that'll be 5 points Kennesaw State. The first couple minutes of the match. Number 13 will take the kick for Kennesaw State. They've got a wide angle left. A good boot. Just outside. No good. All right, UNC Charlotte's going to kick downfield and see if they can get that ball back. It's going to be a small knock on Kennesaw State, so scrum to UNC Charlotte on the 22. This will be the first scrum of the match. It's a nice drive by Kennesaw State, and they're going to get the penalty. Nice quick ball out to the outside. Into contact for number 12. And they'll move back to the main side of the field. Nice double tackle by UNC Charlotte. Kennesaw State able to gain a little ground with their back line. Just a little sloppy on the edge, so it's going to be scrum to UNC Charlotte. Nice stable scrum this time. The ball's going to get out and down the back line for UNCC. Small knock on by UNCC, and it's going to be Kennesaw scrum. Both teams making some adjustments to the scrum. Ball's in, and it's going to be a pick by the 8. Nice offload out to the outside, and they've got a little bit of space to run. Good tackle by UNCC to slow them down. And a counter up. And UNCC turns the ball over with a nice pick from the ruck. Ball's out, and now they've got an opportunity to get downfield. Bray not rolling away, so that's going to be a back 10 UNCC penalty. UNCC is going to attempt to kick to touch, it looks like, but Kennesaw has a nice fielding of the ball and forward up the field. Moving it out to their forwards. They're going to take it and run forward. Small gain in meters. They've got their back line out wide. And another steal by UNCC. They've got some forward momentum. Nice strong carry by number 5. Now they're looking to move the ball wide. And UNCC is just going to keep charging forward. They've got a small forward pack put together, and they're slowly making their way downfield. Looks like the referee is signaling knock on UNCC, so it'll be a scrum to Kennesaw State.
Right there, you're fine. Ask Kelly for help.
UNCC is within their 22, but it's a Kennesaw scrum. See if they can clear that ball. Nice decision to kick. It's up in the air. It looks like Kennesaw's got ball in hand, but pushed out by UNC Charlotte, so it's going to be a line out to UNC Charlotte. And we're coming back to a scrum, an earlier knock, and it'll be a scrum to Kennesaw State on what looks to be a UNCC knock. Kennesaw State with another nice scrum. Tough ball out, but they still got possession, and it's going to be a knock. So it'll be a UNCC scrum in their 22. This is a great opportunity for them to look to try to put the ball down in the try zone. See what they can come up with. The ref having a quick discussion with the front row, making sure we're safe and secure before driving. And both teams are going to make some adjustments. Ball is in, and it looks like Kennesaw State's going to come away with a steal. And they're going to look to try to get out of the 22. UNCC with a great tackle. Kennesaw State hangs on to the ball. Starting to move forward, gaining some ground. Looks like they've got a penalty for UNCC not rolling away. That's going to be another penalty on UNCC for a high tackle, and Kennesaw State's going to take advantage of that. Number 9 with a nice carry over the 50. But she's going to get called on the penalty for not releasing. So the ball's going back to UNCC, and Kennesaw State's going to have to get back 10. Nice kick to touch by UNCC, so that's going to be a line out back to them. Just short of their 22. And we're going to have to try to find a ball real quickly. All right, so it's going to be line out to UNCC. They are still looking to generate some momentum, make it down into their try zone. Nice clean line out by UNCC, and they've got the ball moving. Space out wide. Good tackle by Kennesaw State. Number 9 gets the ball out to number 7. Carries forward. Nice move by UNCC to gain about 20 meters. They've still got the ball moving. Nice quick hands out to the edge. They've got some numbers, but Kennesaw State continuing to make tackles. Some great trouble tackling by the defense to slow down those hard carrying forwards. Now UNCC looking to get the ball out to their back line. They've got some numbers out wide. Nice pass to the edge. Kennesaw State makes the adjustment, but a really good run by the wing on UNCC. It looks like we've got a penalty to UNCC. Kennesaw State will have to be back 10. Nice strong carry by number 8 on UNCC, but Kennesaw State stops them short. Another hard carry by number 3 on UNCC, and they are in. And that's a try, UNCC. That'll bring the score to an even 5, and UNCC will attempt the kick. He's going.
No. Don't know who's
Say that again. UNCC setting up the kick. They make this kick, that'll put them up by 2. Nice strike on the ball, and it is in. So that'll put UNCC up 7-5. Both teams playing excellent defense so far. We haven't seen a ton of line breaks, lots of double tackles. Just about finding that space and waiting for that opportunity. Kennesaw State will kick downfield, and UNCC will have another chance to take that ball down to their end. Nice pickup by number 8 on UNCC. The ball's out. Another hard carry forward. And UNCC is working their pods down the field. Ball carrier makes it to the ground. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty on Kennesaw State for not rolling. So they're going to have to back up 10. And UNCC will have possession. Number 10 with a good boot to the sideline. And it does roll out. It's going to be a line out UNCC. Looks like we've got a 5-person line out. Pod already set up for UNCC. Ball is out nice and clean. And they're out to their back line. 15 with a good gather off the ground. Out to 14, who's got some space on the wing and has put on the gas. Nice hard run by number 14, but she's pushed out of bounds, and that's going to be a turnover. Kennesaw line out. Testing, testing. Kennesaw State back in their 22. They're going to look to exit. Nice line out. Number 5 with the pickup. And the scrum half's going to get that ball out wide. Tough ball. It's going to be a knock for Kennesaw State. Scrum to UNCC in their 22. And they've got another opportunity here to score.
Good job, Margo.
Watch those edges, KSU. Watch the edge. Watch the edge.
Nice drive by Kennesaw State, but UNCC is able to get the ball out. Looks like they've got possession, and they move the ball out to number 7. He takes a nice hard carry, but the dominating tackle by Kennesaw State. Looks like there was a small knock on UNCC somewhere in there, and it's going to be a scrum to Kennesaw State. Nice, crisp fall morning, 37 degrees. Looks like the referee is going to make some adjustments to the front row bind. And again, he is primarily looking for a safe, secure scrum. So we'll reset the scrum. It'll still be Kennesaw State ball. They'll try to get that ball out of their 22. Nice drive and a clean ball to the number 8, who picks it up, sends it out to 9, who takes a kick to the sideline. Nice catch by 14 on UNCC. And she makes a nice move around 2 defenders. And they've gained quite a bit of ground. Quick ball out to a forward who drives forward towards the try line. Just short of their 5 meter. Another nice pick and go by UNCC. But Kennesaw State drives them back. Still looking for a nice hard carry, but the defensive line is not letting them through. And so far, it is back and forth on the 5 meter line. Neither team making it in either direction. Another pick and go, and they're getting pushed towards the sideline. There's someone still on their feet. And the ball is out again, and they're going to look to throw out to their back line. They've got some numbers. Smart decision to try to get out to the back line and look for some space. Now they've got a little bit more room to work with. They're coming back, and they're going to send it to the forwards once again to see if they can pound it in. Another dominating tackle by KSU to push UNCC back. And now we've got someone with hands on the ball. Looks like there's going to be a penalty called on KSU. And UNCC has elected to kick for points.
The ball is live.
Number 16 for UNCC will set up to kick. Penalty kick will be worth 3 if she puts it through the posts. The ball will be live after the strike. It's just left of the post, so that'll keep the score 7-5. UNCC still ahead. We'll wait to see how the team's set up. Where's he setting them up? Yeah, 22 drop. Okay, you can unmute me. You already did? Talking to myself. So it's going to be a 22 drop. Number 9 for KSU is going to put that ball to the edge. Nice kick, but a nice pickup by UNCC. She carries forward back into their 22. So again, they're in a great attacking space. Hopefully they can put some points on the board. KSU, though, has been dominating on defense with some really excellent driving tackles. UNCC has some numbers out to the sideline, but KSU has been quick to shift and adjust. A nice move by number 16, who gets taken to ground. Number 4 now with a strong carry forward. And UNCC's got a little bit of momentum here. Another dominating double tackle by KSU. They're getting some feedback from the ref to make sure they remain on sides. 2 more strong carries by the 7 and 3. Looks like UNCC still has possession within their 5-meter. Nice quick pass out to the edge, and they have numbers. Number 14 dives in for the try, so that'll be 5 points to UNCC, bringing their score up to 12. Number 14 with a nice step and dive into the try line.
Backline, look up, look up.
All right, UNCC has a long kick from the sideline.
Bill, Bill, you get your nose?
Nice solid kick by the number 16, but just short of the uprights. So that's going to keep the score at 12-5 UNC Charlotte. About 15 minutes remaining in the first half. The ball is up. Another nice catch by UNCC to gain possession. And they've got the ball moving. Number 3 with a nice pick and go up the sideline, fighting to gain some extra ground. And Kennesaw State's over. It's like the ref will say play on. The ball is out and moving. Another good strong drive by the forwards. And the ball's out to the back line. They've got some numbers. Again, they're going to rely on those forwards to try to gain them some momentum. Straight to the pods for a strong carry forward. And UNCC is doing a nice job of just looking for those little meters, waiting for that opportunity. Kennesaw State adjusting nicely, though. They're matched up, and nice pressure by number 5 on defense, forcing a knock on UNCC, but that's going to be advantage Kennesaw State, so they're going to try to do something with it. They throw to their forward pod, a nice strong carry. Now they've got numbers out wide. Their hard carry by 2-3 on Kennesaw. They get taken down, but the ball is out. Little mishandle there by Kennesaw State, but they still have possession. Looks like there's a knock on the ground by KSU, so it's going to be a UNCC scrum. So far, it's been a physical battle. Both teams relying on their forward pods to try to gain them as much ground as possible. Lots of double tackles from both sides of the ball. Now UNCC's got a scrum just short of their 40. Nice drive by Kennesaw State, but UNCC is still able to pick that ball up and go. Forwards get themselves sorted, but there's a fight at the ruck. Nice Clear by UNCC out to their back line. And number 15 with a striking run through the middle. She just steps out of bounds over her 22, and that's going to go to Kennesaw State in the line out. It's going to be KSU line out. KSU's got some speed out wide. If they can get that ball moving, they've got some opportunities to try to get off to the races. So the ball's in bounds, and it looks like KSU does have possession. It's going to be a knock on UNCC. Scrum to KSU, just short of the 22. So far today, KSU has had a dominating scrum. We'll see if they can get a nice clean possession here and exit their 22. Referee's going to make some adjustments. Both teams are going to reset. Another nice 8-man pick by KSU. A little bit of a fumble backwards, but it looks like it's play on. And KSU is setting up to try to get something going. Hard launch by UNCC, stops them a little bit short. We've got the ruck set. Well, they've got the ball moving. Nice kick down the sideline by KSU. UNCC is going to grab the ball, but they're slightly out of bounds. So it looks like it's going to be line out KSU. This is a good opportunity for KSU to get something going. They've got all sorts of players out in the back line. If they can get that ball in cleanly in the line out, they've got some room to run. Ball comes in, a little bit of a tip, but it looks like KSU has hands on it. They send the ball out, nice pickup and good handling. It's a little bit of a tough bobble at the edge there. And it's a turnover scrum to UNCC. Coach. So it's a UNCC scrum. Again, KSU has got a nice drive, but UNCC's been quick to hook. Looks like there's something. It looks like the prop is pulling down on the opposing player, so it's a penalty to KSU. And they are moving that ball through hands. Good offload, but they're running out of space on the sideline. They do a nice job to hang on to the ball. And they've still got possession. A nice strong carry by number 1, it looks like. And they've got some space. Number 23 coming up on the ball. Nice counter ruck by number 4 on UNCC to try to disrupt the scrum half. They've still got the ball moving, and it looks like UNCC's picked up a drop ball, and they are now attacking in the opposite direction. Tough ball to number 7 on UNCC. Small mishandle, and so that's going to be a scrum to KSU. Set up another scrum. It's scrum KSU.
Yes, yes.
Rise in, and it's straight out the tunnel. So they're going to reset the scrum and try again. Ball is once again straight out the tunnel, so it's back out to the scrum half. They're going to reset. It's going to be a scrum KSU on the reset. See if we can get this ball cleanly through. It's in. And there's a drive over it. Not sure where it's come out yet. It's going to be a penalty to UNCC. It looks like there was some kind of penalty on the front row of KSU. And we're going to have to back up 10. UNCC with a strong carry forward by number 4. Man's got the ball out quick to number 3, who's been a powerful carrier so far. They have a nice drive, but again, they've got 2 or 3 Kennesaw State players pushing those forward runners backwards. Nice handling out to the edge. They're not able to gain ground. Another strong carrier in number 1 crosses over the 22, still on her feet. And they have almost reached their 5-meter line. Another pick and go by number, it's like 3. Number 8 with a strong carry, but lots of defenders there to push them back. Number 1 gets the ball. Not quite over the line, but they're close. It's like a pick and go, but they're still short of the line. Referee is locked in on that ball. Not quite in. They move out to their back line where they have some numbers. And number 14 gets tackled just short of the line. Looks like, can't see the number from here, but someone from UNCC is able to jump over the line and put it down for 5. I think it was number 15 for UNCC that was able to collect that ball off the ground and dive in for the score. So that'll make the score 17 UNC Charlotte and 5 for KSU. UNCC is going to take the kick. I'm afraid of what I'm saying. Nice strike on the kick. Just outside. So that's going to keep the score 17-5 with UNC Charlotte up. It looks like that's going to be halftime. So the score is 17-5 UNC Charlotte. We're going to take a break. All right, so we're going to start the second half. This is the Division II 15s championships for 2025. This is the semifinal between UNC Charlotte and Kennesaw State University. Whoever wins today gets to go on to play tomorrow in the Division II final for the South Atlantic Rugby Conference. All right, so UNCC is going to kick off to start the second half. ASU hits the ball backwards, but able to hang on to it. A strong carry forward. And they're looking to make some progress downfield. We've got a UNCC player. Okay, the ball's out. 12 with a nice strong carry, gaining some extra meters with the dive forward. And now Kennesaw State is moving with some pace. Ball's out to the forwards once again. Another nice strong carry by number 2, almost to the 50-meter line. Ball's out wide to their back line, and they've got some momentum and definitely have some speed. UNC Charlotte tries to come through the ruck, but they're in from the side, so it's going to be a penalty to KSU, and UNC Charlotte needs to be back 10. Nice strong carry by number 5, who avoids a couple of tacklers. Offloads to 23, who takes it forward. A nice driving carry by number 14. The ball's out, though, and UNCC is able to pick it up. Number 1 from UNCC, Layla, with a nice carry. Number 9, Marissa, is going to try to get that ball out to the back line. Small fumble, and it looks like advantage to KSU on the knock. That's going to result in a KSU scrum on their 22.
It's a knock.
Do my best. I've got some names to go with numbers now.
Stay tight, Bethlehem. Stay tight.
We're going to have a scrum to KSU on the 22. We started this second half with quite a bit of pace. They'll be looking to get that ball out to the back line and see if they can touch it down to start the second half. Couple adjustments being made by the referee. Make sure that scrum is stable. Number 9 is going to put the ball in. A couple players off their feet. I didn't quite hear the call by the referee, but it looks like it's going to be a penalty to UNCC from the scrum. They're going to kick to touch. That's going to be a line out UNCC. Line out UNCC. I'm going to try to work that ball back over their 50. Number 13, Gina, is going to be throwing the ball in. It's up and clean. I'm going to get that ball moving out quick to their back line. Number 15 avoids one tackle. Very strong carry forward, but a nice poach over the top. KSU's going to have the ball quick. Nice pass out to 12. Spin move. And the ball is in KSU's hands now. Sideways ball. It's on the ground. And the referee says play on. UNCC with possession. Number 8, Anna with a carry forward. Now UNCC's got a bit of momentum. Nice strong hit by number 7 on KSU. And that turns the ball over. Number 7 has the ball on the edge. A couple of tacklers around. They're going to set the ruck and try to move it back. They go weak side, and 10 switches the field out. The referee's going to bring it back on an advantage. It was a knock on UNCC, so we're going to come back to a scrum for KSU on the 40. Really strong tackle by number 7 to turn that ball over. It's going to be a gray scrum.
Oh, it's our ball. My bad. I'm sorry. Whoa.
Fine. 6.
Oof. Nice pick by number 25 on KSU. He's had a number of nice picks from the scrum and some strong carries today. Another pick and go by number 9, Michael from KSU. And she carries forward for about 10 meters. KSU's trying to get something moving with their scrum half in. 23 with a carry, but another hard tackle, and they're over the ball. It's going to be UNCC possession. Ball is out. They're going to send it to their forwards. Number 3 is going to carry forward. Now number 10 is looking to get that ball downfield and clear it out of their 22. A nice strong kick past the opposing 40. KSU has possession. Number 10 picks the ball up off the back of the ruck. They're looking to get moving. Strong counter ruck by number 10 on UNCC. But KSU is able to hang on to the ball. Some hands in the ruck. Oh, and it looks like it's a UNCC ball. It's my fault. Another dominating tackle by number 7. But 14 from UNCC is able to pick the ball up off the ground. She's down the sideline, but she's just short of her try. And they've got a ruck set at the 5 meter. KSU player gets dinged for coming in offsides. It's going to be a penalty to UNCC right on the line. They tap and go, but they've got to bring it back to the mark. Stick number 3, Isabel with the ball, trying to punch it in. Lots of defenders. A little bit of a pile-up. UNCC trying to dig that ball out. Get it over the line. Looks like it's in the hands of number 25 for KSU. UNCC maintains possession. They get it out to their back line, who's got numbers. 13 carries forward. The ball's out, loose on the ground. A little bit of a fight for it. The referee's going to see a knock on UNCC, so that's going to be a scrum to KSU. So KSU manages to hold off UNCC down in their own 22, and now they've got to figure out how to get that ball out of the 22 and back down field. Another nice drive by the KSU scrum. And it looks like number 9's come away with the ball. He's got some great footwork going into that mass of defenders. Now they've got a scrummy in. They're out to their forwards. We're looking to gain those little meters. Finally taken down. Now they're going to look to kick downfield. A little bit of a short kick collected by number 1 on UNCC. Now UNCC's got the ball back. Looks like it's going to be advantage over to KSU on the knock. Knock on both sides. It's going to be KSU scrum on the 22. So a little bit of sloppy play on both sides of the ball, but both teams looking to clean it up a little bit. See if they can generate some attack. Number 9, Michael Glover's going to put that ball back in the scrum. See if KSU can get down to their 50. Nice solid scrum on both sides, but it looks like the ball's out the back and KSU's able to get it away. The referee calls offsides on UNCC. So KSU's going to get an opportunity to run off the penalty. Nice hands by number 7. A bit of a tough tackle, and UNCC's over the ball. It is still in KSU hands. Starting to get a little bit of an attack going here. Number 25 with an offload. UNCC's got hands in the ruck. Looks like the call from the ref might be offsides. And that's a few in a row, so he's likely talking to the captain about a potential yellow card for future infractions. Okay, so it sounds like from the captain that the referee was reminding players that in order to go in for the poach, their tackler first has to roll away. So looks like that's what the penalty was, not rolling away on the tackler. KSU's going to try to take advantage of that. And they are right at their 50. Nice counter ruck by Charlotte. But number 9's able to get it away. They've got numbers out wide. They're looking to make some footwork around the ball. Nice fight by number 10, but they are impeding the ball. And 9's got hands on it. So now they've got some space to run. They've got a nice strong carry over their 50. 10 meters forward by number 25. Ball's out quick to their back line. They've got numbers. And a nice step by number 12 to cut around 3 defenders. It's a race to the finish. And she's able to touch it down for the try. So that'll put 5 points on the board for KSU. Bringing them up to 10. And it's 17-10. Kennesaw State looking to make up some ground. Really nice footwork by the number 12 Malaya to get around some defenders, put some points on the board. Now KSU is going to set up for a long, wide kick. Nice strike on the ball by KSU, but it's short of the uprights. So that'll keep the score 17-10. UNC Charlotte with a slight lead.
Hey, water off. Water off. We can kick the ball whenever.
Both teams have definitely made adjustments at halftime. We're seeing a lot more pace onto the ball. I think the sun has come out and melted some of the ice from the start of the morning as well. So number 10 is going to send that ball downfield. Nice kick into space. But KSU is able to collect it off the ground. They've got some speed. Good ruck set, and they've got a platform to attack. Number 25, another strong carry through 3 defenders. Once again, KSU relying on some forwards to get them downfield. And a nice pickup by Michael off the ground. He's going to race downfield against number 15. Nice chase by number 15, but it looks like she's got the step. And she's going to touch that ball down right behind her own uprights. So 2 quick scores from KSU. And they're starting to close that gap. 17-15. KSU down 2. They're going to set up to kick, and they've got a much better angle. So see what they can do here.
Wait.
Number 10 for KSU is going to set up the kick. And this could be the kick to put them neck and neck. It's going to be 17-17. A nice kick by number 10 on KSU.
You might go get the ball.
The UNCC is going to kick that ball downfield again, and they're going to have to go down and try to create a turnover and get some possession. Nice boot by number 10 again, right into space. But again, KSU is able to collect it off the ground, and she's got some speed. They're off to the races on the edge, and the ruck is set. Nice counter ruck by UNCC. They're trying to disrupt the scrum half and try to create a turnover. Ball's on the ground. Looks like KSU still has possession. So they've got the ball out to their forwards, who hangs on to a tricky pass. And they've got the ruck set. Now they've got some space and time to move that ball wide. Number 5 is going to carry forward. Good tackle by UNCC. Trying to get hands on the ball. Both players on the ground, not wanting to release. Looks like the referee is going to give the advantage to UNCC. Penalty on KSU. So UNCC has an opportunity now just outside their 22. And they're going to go for points. Number 16 is going to line up to try to kick that penalty kick through. If they can get this, they'll take the lead. .16 with a solid strike, but just short of the uprights, and it's a live ball. However, 16 with a small fumble, so that's going to be a knock on KSU. Scrum to Charlotte on their 5. So they're within reach of the try zone, and they're going to hope to put 5 points on the board right here. KSU, however, has been showing a really strong defensive line, and they've stopped them a few times short of the goal line. So we'll see what they can do defensively. Nice strong scrum, and KSU's got a push, but UNCC is able to hook the ball back and collect it off the back of the scrum. Nice tackle behind the line, and they've backed UNCC up about 5 meters. They're still within their 22. They've got an opportunity to score. They've got some powerful forwards trying to punch that ball up. 2 hard carries in a row. Now they're looking to move the ball out. So they got the ball out to their back line, and they've got some numbers wide. But again, a stifling defensive effort by KSU to keep UNCC away from that try line. We now got some numbers and a little bit of space to run, and number 1 takes a hard carry forward. She's got a couple of defenders on her, still on her feet. Finally goes down to ground. UNCC is going to try to get that ball out. Nice handling out to the edge and some good footwork by number 15. She's right down the center, and it looks like it's going to be a knock on UNCC right before the try line. So that's going to be a scrum to KSU. Really nice footwork by number 15 to get through those defenders. It's a tough tackle at the end. Turn the ball over for KSU. So we'll scrum again on the 5-meter line. Referee's going to give some feedback to the scrum, make sure that we're connecting safely. And UNCC's got another opportunity here, 5 meters from their own try line. KSU with a driving scrum, and they look to kick over the top, but UNCC is able to collect that ball, and they've got a ruck set. Nice strong carry by number 3, Isabel, forward. And UNCC is making some progress downfield. They've relied heavily on their forward pods to punch that ball downfield. Tricky pass out to 14. She bobbles it. KSU is able to pick that ball up off the ground. Lots of communication going on for KSU. It looks like they're trying to punch that ball past their 22. Some nice handling, and they've got some space out wide. A little bit of a tip ball to teammate behind. And they're over their 22. And KSU called for not releasing, so UNCC was able to secure the turnover. And now they're going to have a penalty opportunity right on the 22 line. Number 10, Kaylin's going to kick out to the sideline, and it's going to be a line out to UNCC. We'll see what they do here. At the international level, we can usually expect them all at the 5-meter line. See what UNCC has cooked up in their 22. The ball is up and in. And it's back out of bounds. Knocked back out of bounds by Gray, so that's going to be UNCC line out. About 1 meter further downfield. Ball's up again, and it's an overthrow to number 1, who drives through a number of defenders. It's like they're right on the line. They've got a ruck set, but they're just short of the try line. Move the ball out to their back line where they've got some numbers. Just some tough handling. And KSU's got the advantage. Referee's going to come back to the UNCC knock, and that's going to be a scrum to KSU. So KSU has managed to hold off Charlotte. We'll see if they can exit the 22 and get back down on their end of the field. Got about 15 minutes remaining in the game, and it's still all tied up. UNCC's got a nice drive there, but KSU is able to get a kick over top. Nice bounce, but 15 collects it. Runs into her own player a little bit, but able to hang on to the ball. And the ball's out to their forwards once again to try to generate some space. Number 3's been carrying strong all day and is able to gain them 5 meters. They're on their 22. The ball's out to number 1, who has also made a number of meters today for UNCC, but the ball spills forward and out. And now number 9 has some space. She passes out to the edge, and they've got some nice offload skills, and they've got the ball free. It's a one-on-one, and she's able to break that last tackler. 16 still coming down for the chase, but number 10 is able to go the distance and put the ball down for KSU. Number 10, Britt, is able to get a nice offload on the edge and beat 2 defenders to put 5 on the board for KSU. And that's going to put them up 22-17. And they take the lead for the first time since the very beginning of the first half. And they're going to go for the kick. UNCC has had some opportunities, but when KSU can get that ball out wide, they've definitely got some speed. And that kick is going to be just short, so the score will remain 22-17 KSU. Ball's up. Nice catch out of the air from KSU, number 4. She has a good carry forward. She's still on her feet, driving. They've got the ball out. A little bit of a bounce pass out to their forwards. Another strong carrier. And she's at the 50-meter line. Echo's going to dig that ball out of the back of the ruck. Send out once again to number 4. Another strong carry by number 4. They're over the 50 once again. UNC Charlotte trying to force a turnover here at the ruck. The ball is still in KSU hands. Fortunately, they come back behind their own teammate, and they're going to be called for obstruction. So it's going to be a penalty to UNCC. And now they're going to be looking to try to score down 5 with about 10 minutes left in the match. They kicked a touch, and that's going to be a line out UNCC just over their own 40. This is that crucial moment where UNCC needs to find a way to score. Down 5. About 10 minutes left in the match. Ball is up and over, but the hooker throw's not straight. KSU gets to elect a scrum or line out, and they choose scrum. Not surprising, they've had a very strong drive today. UNCC is going to see what they can do to create another turnover. Ball is in, and it's through, and KSU managed to collect it, but some nice pressure by UNCC on the scrum half, and they force the scrum half into the ruck. A little bit of a sloppy ruck, and the referee's going to give the penalty. So it looks like the referee called offsides on UNCC, or possibly coming in from the side on the ruck. And so that's going to be a penalty for Kennesaw, and they're going to see if they can get the ball downfield. We've got 2 pods set up. That's what they're going to go with. Nice driving run by number 5. But UNCC strips the ball backwards, and they've got the advantage right now. Kennesaw player plays the ball on the ground. So the scrum is going to go to UNCC. Once again, they're in a position to attack, and they need to put points on the board with under 10 minutes left in the second half.
Hey, Kellen, if we somehow lose this, don't choose your man.
You already run low.
Come on, let's get it, Kennesaw. Get
it back up, block. Kennesaw.
Nice strong set by both teams, and the ball's cleanly out to UNCC, and they're able to get the ball through hands. 10 with a nice carry forward. Not their 40. Got a little bit of momentum here. They're off to their forward pods once again. Number 5 with a nice run forward. Out to pod number 2, and number 1 puts the ball forward. Number 7 with another dominating tackle. She's had a couple this game. And UNCC still got possession, so they're out to their back line. We'll see if they can put the ball through hands. 15 has shown some pretty impressive footwork today, but another strong tackle by number 12 will stop UNCC in their tracks. Again, they're going to rely on their forwards to get them forward, and they've got a little bit of momentum. ASU continues to adjust. They're trying to stop UNCC from breaking that 40-meter line. But they've got the ball through hands. Little bit of a tough pass, and the ball is now in KSU hands on the turnover, and they have the advantage. 23 with a bounce pass off the ground, and they've got some time and space. Some nice hands by number 7 to keep the ball in their own possession, but a counter ruck by number 15 makes it difficult to collect that ball. Whistle blown, and we're going to go back to the knock advantage. It'll be a scrum to KSU. So the referee playing advantage. We're going to go back So a knock on UNCC, I believe. Looks like, yep. So the KSU scrum.
Like 10 years old. Hey.
And grab help.
Again, UNCC is going to have to work really hard to create that turnover. Had a few opportunities and a couple of dominating tackles. So let's see if they can try to regain possession. ASU with a nice clean scrum, and number 25 has shown all game that she's willing to pick that ball up and take out some defenders. Takes out 2-3 defenders downfield, and that gives KSU a ton of space to run. 9 is able to get that ball out quickly, and 10 touches it down for another KSU try. Impressive carries by number 25 all game, and that's been setting up her back line for the time and space to score. So that brings the score to 27 KSU, 17 UNC Charlotte, with about 5 minutes left on the game clock. So KSU is going to take their time on this kick and see if they can put 2 more points on the board and extend that lead. That's a nice strike. And it dings off the post and in. So that's going to put 2 more points on the board for KSU. Score now stands at 29-17, KSU in the lead. There's still time, and we've seen teams score quickly in a short amount of time, so no one can count UNCC out yet. They have an opportunity to go down and turn the ball over. Big Ten's going to look to put that ball in a gap again. They're going to have to go down there and gain possession. Time is off. They're looking to make some substitutions. And UNCC's has brought their 15th player on the field. So now they're ready to kick. The ball is up, and it's 10. Towards the sideline, a little bit of a fumble by the KSU player, and it's out. So that's going to be a line out to Charlotte, and this is the opportunity they need to try to put some points on the board, close that gap.
Thank you, Paula.
UNCC has elected to scrum. On the knock, they were given the option to scrum or line out. So they're going to take the scrum option. Let's see if they can strike quickly, catch up to KSU. So number 9 is going to put the ball in. Got back line ready to launch. The ball's in, and it's hooked back to UNC. It's going to be an 8-man pitch to the weak side. It's going to be a penalty on KSU. One of the props pulling down their opposing prop. And so UNCC has another opportunity here. And they're going to kick the touch for a line out just a few meters off of the try line. Maybe UNCC ball about 5 meters from the try line. They've got about 4 minutes to see if they can put some points on the board. They're going to have to strike quickly. They've got quite a few players in the lineout, so it looks like they might be going for a maul, but they pop that ball out to 9, who sends it out to their back line. They've got some time and space. They're doing nice ball movement through hands. Nice handling skills by the back line, but the defense is able to come up and put a stop to it. Come back inside to number 12, who carries forward and sets the ruck. We've got a little bit of space to the left, and number 1's going to carry forward, and she's got a powerful run. Pushes one defender back, but it's taken to ground. Ball's out once again. Number 4 with a carry forward. A couple of tacklers take her down from KSU. UNCC is going to have to try to punch something through. Ball's out to number 10. He has some good hands out to the back line. And once again, they have some really good handling out to the edge. Number 14, who's definitely got some speed, stays on her feet. She's cutting the corner. She's through 2 defenders. She's through 3 defenders, but she's been taken out by KSU. So it looks like it's going to be a KSU line out on the far side of the field, about 10 meters off the try line, with about 2 minutes remaining in the game. So UNCC is going to have a big defensive stop here to try to turn that ball over. Time is off. It's a KSU lineout. So not sure what happened over there, but it's going to be ball to KSU. With about 2 minutes left. The ball is up and a nice clean line out by KSU. They're going to kick the ball to touch. And that's going to wrap up the game. So moving on to the South Atlantic Rugby Conference final tomorrow. Kennesaw State with a final score 29-17. Kennesaw, we will see them tomorrow against the other Division II winner.